Good morning, everyone. This is Captain MKG here. Thank you so much for joining me for the next installment of our live stream series of Civilization 6. Let me go ahead and get the screen up and running. Not that screen, that screen. There we go. Single player. We did finish Germany last night. We did not succeed. So it's time to go ahead and try and succeed in another game. So play now. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, sorry. Ta-da! Camera time. All right. And is this true? Is this true? Is it LDG's not streaming? I thought he was there for a second. Oh, okay. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. That's okay. Oh, let's see what kind of mischief we can get into today. Hey, there's the man of the hour. Morning, LDG. How are you, sir? Sure thing, boss. Give me a second here. There you go. String your link in the chat. Just like my no chill music. There he is. Hey, LDG.
Good morning.
Morning, boss.
Yeah, I was doing the morning coffee, wake up, chit chat with whoever's there, stream, waiting for you to go live. And once you went live, it closed down, sent everybody over here.
Oh, well, thank you, boss.
Yeah.
I hope you weren't streaming too shortly.
Not an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
I woke up earlier. I woke up too early. You wait till 9 o'clock. So, I mean, I was like, I'd rather wish you were streaming earlier than 9, but I know you got your own stuff going on. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just do a stream until he goes live.
Well, the other thing, too, is for me, it might be 9 o'clock for you, but 7 o'clock for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the only reason. Oh, hey, another fellow's in here. Hey, NB Geek.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, geeks?
Just getting the morning started.
What's up, LDG? So I was looking at something here.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of looking at, the Marvel Infinity Saga and now the Multiverse Saga. And here's what I've kind of noticed about the Multiverse Saga. There's only been, so far, 2 movies that have had anything to do with it. You could tie WandaVision and the Loki series into it, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to have something to do with it, but it seems like there's going to be, if this is supposed to be a multiverse saga, they've got a lot of filler in here that has literally nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I already saw that coming, dude. They've already been doing a whole bunch of nothing. Or a whole bunch of series have been nothing. Just filler.
Well, if you look at the Infinity Saga, for example, there are 23 movies. Now, I'm working on something here because I really kind of want to do a deep dive into this, but there are literally 3 movies in this you could take out and you lose nothing.
The Infinity Saga, you could take out, I think there's only 3 movies that actually have to do with the actual Infinity Stones.
No, you're actually wrong there. There are 3 movies you could take out because the other movies, I can think of ways they will tie in to the very end of the series to bring it all into a complete arc. But there are 3 movies that honestly could be taken out that you would lose nothing. Is the Incredible Hulk, Black Panther, and Captain Marvel. You take those 3 out, you lose nothing. Absolutely nothing. Here's why. The Incredible Hulk. Okay, Edward Norton and whatever that dipshit woke guy's name who plays the Hulk now. There is literally nothing in common with them. The storyline is virtually overlooked. I mean, I know Ross shows up later, but seriously, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you don't have to have that connection to matter. Black Panther, in my opinion, was kind of pointless. The whole thing with the flower to where he gets the gets the super strength and everything. I'm like, wait a minute, but in Civil War, he was already a badass in the armor. He was already fast, strong. So I'm like, what did this give him he didn't already have from the suit? And then, well, Captain Marvel was just, oh, here's the backstory on Captain Marvel. Well, what's the big deal? She showed up for all of 15 minutes in Endgame, and that's pretty much it. I mean, she really wasn't. I mean, it's like, oh, she knew Nick Fury. We really must know how she knows Nick Fury. Actually, no, we don't. He's a spy. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's all there is. It's like, do I really need to know the backstory of his eye? No. But sure, let's go for that.
Now, Spider-Man Far From Home, the only reason why I'm okay with that one in there is because that's more of a coda for, like, you know, because, you know, Spider-Man is trying to, you know, navigate the idea of basically losing his father figure after just getting it back. Or after he sees it as, because remember, from Stark, it's been 5 years.
Okay.
And did you mean to keep the music on?
Oh yeah, but I can turn that down.
I was just curious. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I turned it down. The background music's there just, well, to do what it does is just to be the background, so.
Well, Iron Man sets it off. But, you know, going through the list, I'm like, there's a lot that actually ties in that by the time you get to Endgame, you can see that, you know, how that whole story arc really comes together towards Endgame. But yeah, those 3 movies I just feel are completely not needed.
I mean, definitely the Captain Marvel movie I didn't really feel any attachment to, so I don't feel bad about losing that.
Now, the shows that were going on during that saga, Shield, Carter was well before that. Inhumans, nobody cared about. The Netflix series, they were ground level. They had really nothing to do with it at all. So really not watching those unless you enjoy those, which I enjoy the ground level ones.
Mm-hmm.
But they have no skin in the game. Even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't, because, you know, yeah, they were there. Yeah, they knew about it, but they really didn't have any involvement in any of it.
And you're talking about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Yes, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
They really had no involvement in anything to do with, you know, the Infinity Saga. I mean, they knew about it. They knew what was going on, but they really, you know, they weren't there doing anything really with it. They were doing other things.
Right.
They would get like after action reports or something.
I see. Yeah.
Which I mean is fine. And then you look at, I was reading up on this. So basically, Hawkeye is set the stage for Echo, which is setting the stage for Daredevil Reborn, Born Again. So that's a completely outside the multiverse saga.
Daredevil Reborn Again? I thought they already had a Netflix show for that.
No, they're Charlie Cox's. Remember Charlie Cox, the guy who played him? Well, he's coming back as Daredevil. They're bringing him back.
Okay, well that's different. I thought they were bringing like a new actor in, is what it sounded like for a second.
No, because he showed up in Spider-Man No Way Home in a cameo as Matt Murdock. He was Peter's lawyer.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah, I remember the whole theater going like, "Oh shit, it's Murdock!"
Yeah, that would have been.
I'm surprised they didn't go all out with Adam Warlock. They only gave us a small little smidget, and even then, I think that got canceled because obviously we didn't have Adam Warlock.
No, he's apparently showing up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I'm being completely honest, I'm not even interested in that. The trailer doesn't look that good.
Well, I don't know, because Adam Warlock to me was like one of those trans characters.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Adam Warlock came off to me like one of those. I didn't really get him, and it just felt like it was a trans character. I don't know.
The fuck
Maybe
are
that's
you
just my
talking
imagination.
about? What comic book were you reading?
I was reading Adam Warlock. I'm sorry, he didn't look like a man.
He's not.
What do you mean he's not?
Adam Warlock's not a man. What are you talking about?
Adam Warlock is a man. What do you,
I remember reading
I don't-
Adam Warlock in the Infinity Watch. I remember originally when he was called just him.
I think you're thinking of someone else.
I think we're all thinking of someone else.
I don't know who you're thinking of. I'm thinking of Adam Warlock.
When was he mentioned as him in the comic books?
Let's see. Back when he first came out. I'd have to do a Google search, man. I don't exactly have the exact issue figured out. So the only ones I'm seeing here that have anything to do with the multiverse is No Way Home, Doctor Strange, WandaVision, only because that ties into Doctor Strange. Loki seasons 1 and 2. Ant-Man, the trailer pretty much shows that. The Marvels, I couldn't care less about. Maybe Deadpool 3 and the Fantastic Four. Those are the only other two. So, in all honesty, this if you're just going with the multiverse saga, this isn't going to be a very big saga at all. If you just go with the multiverse saga, because it's Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and then Avengers Secret Wars, which is completely a different story from the multiverse. I mean, that was literally I think Marvel's first.
Oh, sweet. Okay, you was able to do it. Cool.
Yeah, so my print, so we'll just
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries. I was like, what was NB able to do? Because NB was able to get the discussion going.
Sorry,
I
I got interrupted there.
No, you're
Well,
fine. You're
Secret
fine.
Wars was I believe for Marvel, their very first kind of, like big tent pole kind of thing where they got all the superheroes together. I mean, it predates the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh,
Because the Secret Wars is where Spider-Man got his black suit.
I thought he got his black suit from. Oh no, wait, that was a different thing.
No, Secret Wars is how he got his black. I have that comic. It's only worth $50 today, but whatever.
But yeah, that's where he got his black suit. But later it's retcon that it's a symbiosis suit.
Right, that's what I always thought it was too.
Well, it was still a wait a second. I thought it was still symbiotic.
But we didn't know that at the time. It was Reed Richards who found out. He realized it because over time, I mean, he had that black suit for quite a while. And and we just didn't know it was symbiotic because he was able to the suit was able to change, the outfit was able to change into a regular outfit for him.
Yeah, it's like that would have been a creepy kind of heads up. It's like, this suit can change almost by my will. Something's
and
not
it's
right.
wrapped around my balls. Yeah. I feel safe. It literally has me by the balls.
My genitals feel safer and warmer than they've ever felt before.
So yeah, like I said, I really, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot that is really tied in this. I could see Fantastic Four being tied into it because that's going to be right before the Kang Dynasty. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to tie in. But Deadpool, I could see tying in. Deadpool 3, I could see tying in, but we'll see.
I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do too, but it may be, the movie, and then at the end, it's when he goes to the. Wait a minute, where the flip am I? Wait a minute, why can't I cuss? What the? Something like that at the end of the,
Yeah, no, something like that where it's just like, I don't remember being stuck here before, but I guess I am now. Shit. So
Yeah, but
Actually,
I don't see Thunderbolts and Blade having anything to do with it.
well, I'm not sure what that one is, but what you said? Thunderbolts and Blade. You said?
Yeah, Thunderbolts is, think of them as basically kind of like the Marvel version of the Suicide Squad.
Ah, okay, got it.
And Blade is damn pure.
Okay.
Remember the Wesley Snipes Blade movies?
Yes, I remember now. I just didn't hear it from the first. I just didn't hear it from the first round.
So actually, when you really look at it, this is a very small saga. Just a crap ton of fillers in it.
Well, I feel like that's a lot of movies these days. Just a crap ton of fillers.
This saga reminds me of, watching a CW Arrowverse where hey, we have 22 episodes to take out the bad guy. Oh, let's see how many. But yeah, you only need like 8 episodes of it.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is all filler crap that means nothing and really brings nothing to the table.
Great. Just what I want to spend my money on. Nothing that I can, actually utilize for a while. It's like, here's some filler movie. Great, just what I wanted. Just nothing but rice. Give me some rice then. It's like I wanted lamb, damn it. I don't want filler.
You don't eat no meat? That's okay, I make lamb.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's almost time for a re-up. But yeah, speaking of re-ups, I know normally this is where I'd be taking a toke or two, but I think I've kind of hit like that max consumption point where the cannabis is kind of just like, I need a tolerance break from it for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday.
Yeah. Just in case, for those that are here that weren't here last night. But yeah. Nothing. Oh, go
Someone
ahead.
drop down below.
No.
Must have been in the. Never mind.
What you been up to, LDG?
Chilling. Just finished my live stream, waiting for Captain MKG, and now I gotta get to some cleaning.
Cleaning.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna deload you.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I gotta do some cleaning.
Yeah, I was doing that this morning before the live stream. Maybe I'll skip that next time and just get right to the live stream. Ah, there we go. Sweet. Granted a recon unit. Go, my recon unit, go.
Not seeing someone popped in. Oh, they must have left.
Their loss. This guy again.
Finally got to finish Hamlet yesterday.
I remember you saying that yesterday. So what's got you on the Shakespeare kick? Just cause, or is it part of
Shakespeare was always my unicorn. I've always been an avid reader. I love reading. I love different genres, but certain ones are more my flavor, like space operas and science fiction stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are other ones I love to read. But Shakespeare is always the one I heard so much about, and I tried to read it. I just never could understand it, And then I try to, research and try to get people to explain how to understand this and comprehend it. And they'd always want to talk over my head or talk down to me. Like, how can you not understand it? So easy. I'm like, because I don't get it. Okay. I want to understand it. I'm asking for, I finally was able to find something to help me understand it. And when I finished it, I was like, oh my God, this was such a fantastic play. And I was so happy to be able to finally understand. I mean, I stopped at Act 4 only because shit was going on, and I seemed like it was over, and I had just lost track of time, and a month went by, and I was like, okay, I'm picking the damn book up again. And I started reading it, and I finished it last night. I was just like, and I thought, oh man, I was like, oh, the madness of love, jealousy, anger, manipulation, and revenge. I mean, like, there was so much I was reading in here. I'm like, man, I see a lot of the modern world in this right now.
Yeah. It's definitely an eye-opener.
So that's been the whole thing, is fun, and being able to now start being able to read it, understand it, and be able to learn it and comprehend it. And yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Because at the end, I mean, man, that is what they weren't kidding when they call that a tragedy. But it's like Hamlet's madness just was like an infection that just pure made it out.
See, that's why I feel like I should, take a page from you literally and try and reread the play myself, just because the only real experience I've had on a regular basis with Hamlet, or no, wait, that's the wrong play. No, wait, that is the right play. There was a Mystery Science Theater episode where they actually watched a made-for-TV version of Hamlet, and what was it? It was a German-based. It was a German performed production, but they had I don't know who they had do the English translation, but it's not exactly the greatest, but that's the only exposure I've recently had to the Shakespearean collection.
So let me show you what I found.
Okay.
So I was at the bookstore, and I came across this series called No Fear Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is one page is the Middle English, and the other page is the same page in Modern English. And of course, people say that that's kind of cheating, but I'm like, if I can understand it, because the more I was reading it, the more I was reading like the Mid English page, and then I was reading the Modern English, and I'm like, okay, and then I would read the Old English page, and then I'd be like, okay, I understand a lot of this, but let me see if I understand this part right. And I wasn't going to get it all in the first book, but I'm hoping by the time I get to the third or fourth play, I can really focus more on the Old English. But it's a balance. But still, I don't feel like I cheated myself out of anything, because it's the only thing I've ever been able to find that's like, okay, I got something. I got a guidebook. I got something that's gonna help me to be able to read this and be able to put it in my head to understand.
Yeah, I don't think it's cheating at all, especially if you're able to, gain a new respect and foundation for some classic literature. Like, yeah, I think if anything, you should be applauded for finding a book that allows you to read the original.
Translate.
Yeah, because
it's like learning a different language in some ways.
Oh, it's completely learning a new language, because it's not so much a new language, but you're learning the language of the past.
Yeah, and how they spoke.
Right, because if I remember correctly, they didn't exactly have as much access to the breadth of language that we all have access to. So,
and of course, language evolves. I mean, that's the thing I think people don't remember, is that language evolves.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about just in the past decade, just in the English language here in the States. I mean, forget it.
Yeah.
Our language evolves so fast that we can barely keep up with it. I know I can.
So yeah, I mean, if it helps me to enjoy something I've wanted to read my whole life, I mean, there was a time I basically gave up. I was just like, okay, I'm just never going to understand this. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, I was like, I'm going to give this a shot again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was blown away. I feel like I really understood the play, understood him. I feel like I could actually watch the play and be like, okay, I may not understand everything they say, but I know what's going on and I know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing about learning, is being able to explain it to somebody else and being able to spread the knowledge. And that's why I don't think it's bad in any stretch of the imagination for someone to have, a modern, updated version of classic literature, because it does help.
Yeah, but like as I said, you got one page of the classic and then one page of the modern, and that helps you, helps you start understanding that Middle English. It's like, oh, okay, I'm starting to get this now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I was like, I am not starting with Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, no, that'd be a cliche. I'm like, I've always wanted to read Hamlet first.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like we've already heard the story so many times over and over and over again. It's just like, what more can I learn from this story now? So.
But it's interesting. It's so many people in this series. Like I said, I feel like Hamlet's infection just goes over to so many other people, and his lust for revenge, and he makes no bones about it. He wants revenge.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see that very clearly in the plays too.
And in the end, it's a tragedy. I mean, it's pretty much Horatio's the only one left.
Mm-hmm. I thought Horatio died in the play, though.
He was the last one. He was the one he was the last one talking to, and he was to go tell the tale of what happened.
Hmm.
Might be thinking of Langtry.
And
Langtry's the one he fought, because he also killed his father.
Oh.
Because his father was the man behind the curtain while Hamlet was talking to Gertrude, his mother.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And he was sent there to do that on purpose by the king, Claudius. And the way Hamlet is talking to his mother, he cries out, crawls out for help. And Hamlet says, rat, and stabs him through the curtain. And Electri was in France, and he comes back and he's like, what the hell happened to my father? Why didn't he get a Christian burial? What's going on? And then his sister, she commits suicide. Or it's implied that she committed suicide, but it's never confirmed. I don't think. I didn't quite catch if it was. There was kind of question on that. But she was driven mad.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
And of course, her brother wanted revenge, and Claudius plotted it. And it's like, dude, why are you so stupid? But I understood where it was coming. He's like, he's loved by the people. If I just flat out imprison him or kill him, it's gonna, I can't just go out and do that. It's gonna look bad on me.
Right. Gotta maintain the image. What the hell's that? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. Warlord's Throne, Audience Chamber.
And the way Hamlet talks to his mother, oh my God, he has no respect for her at all. I mean, basically calls her an incestuous whore.
I mean, to a certain extent, he's not too far off.
No.
I mean, but also at the same time, it's just like, I get it. You kind of have to, you bastards. Someone stole my unit. I gotta go get them back now. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine. I've never gotten to talk about this. So it's kind of exciting for me.
Well, hold that thought, because I'm going to be right back. I got to go re-up my coffee real fast. I'll be right back.
No problem, bud. You any good programming lately, LDG?
I'm busy right now. I gotta give me a minute. Sorry, bud.
No problem. You going in the office today? Or you working from home? Oh, yeah, I gotta wait
All
for
right.
you. Yeah, I had to wait for you to put your ears on. So you go into the office today? You working from home?
I'm going to probably be going into the office today just because I got to get my badge swipe in. You know, just kind of show like, hey, I was here. That's all that really matters. So.
Well, that was a good game of Risk yesterday, bud.
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic game. I honestly didn't think I was going to survive that long against the AIs going at the hard difficulty.
Oh man, it got personal with Blue between you and me. It's like I didn't care who got his cards. It's just like whoever gets him first, but we got to take that shitter out.
I was just like, what a dick.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like,
Oh.
okay, I got him. And I was like, fuck. And then he kicked my ass in one ear. And then finally we get him. And then, yeah, I got his cards. And then we were able to railroad Orange.
Yeah. I gotta redefine my tactics a little bit next time because, well, the next time I need to make sure that I actually
Manual
make sure
plays.
exactly. That was my bet.
Oh, that's okay. I thought it really made it interesting because it was like, oh man, we really gotta kind of look at our board here.
Mm-hmm.
And Blue was just aggressive as hell.
Yeah, I don't get what stick was up his ass, but yeah, it was not exactly the fun that I was hoping for from them. But whatever, it was a good game regardless.
Let's
But yeah.
see, I gotta do schoolwork. with my kid, I think I'm gonna do that in about 20 minutes. So I'll probably get off of here about what is it, 7:35 your time?
That's correct.
All right, I'll probably. If I don't remember, just remind me out. I'm gonna get off of here about 7:50 and start work with my kid.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's about 15 minutes from now, so not a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, you've already explored everything. Okay. Might be that way.
So the
Scout.
next play I'm gonna read is Macbeth.
Now Macbeth doesn't have the famous line. What is it? A pound of flesh. That's the Merchant of Venice, I think, if I remember it right. Where he demands for his pound of flesh for something. It has to be the Merchant of Venice because I don't remember that ever being mentioned in Hamlet. I don't think it's in Macbeth either. But Merchant of Venice was one of those plays that we read in high school. It was kind of like off the beaten path of Shakespeare a little bit, but not by much.
I got. What do I got? I know I got. Let's see what the other ones I got besides Hamlet and Macbeth because I bought two others.
Let's see here. Get some of this early tech done.
I got Julius Caesar and Othello.
Ooh, Othello might be a good one to read through.
And then after that, I want to read A Midsummer Night's Dream. I want to see how his comedy is.
That's supposed to be a comedy?
I guess it is. I don't know. I assumed it was. I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm genuinely being honest. I mean, I do not know. So.
I mean, I'm no expert on his plays. I just know some of them. The more famous ones I know of, I mean, I don't know which ones would you define as famous. I just, like Romeo and Juliet was like the one you heard about all the damn time.
Yeah. And damn.
I'm like, you do know this, and I was like, people are like, oh, this is so right. I'm like, you do know that it's a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old, right?
Ugh. Still creepy.
I know. But that was quite normal back then.
I understand.
It's still creepy as hell, though, now.
It's still creepy regardless. I mean, I'm sure somebody will think what we do these days is creepy to some extent, but, like there's a line. But I don't know. Like you said, different times, different.
Depending on what state you live in, we have different. Each state has a different age of consent law,
which is also a bit strange to me. But
yeah, it's kind of creepy. If it's anything below 18, it's creepy.
And even 18 is still creepy because,
you're technically an adult at that time.
Technically, yes. But if it's like a barely turned 18-year-old, it still feels weird just to even think about that.
Yeah,
and like, I don't know. Even someone who's under 21, I feel like you're still a kid, like you're still having fun. You don't know the real responsibilities yet, but technically the law sees you as an adult.
When I was going through my divorce at 25, when I put on my dating profile, I was like, nobody below the age of 21. But then I was like, yeah, but really, would I want to date a 21-year-old?
Yeah,
I'm a little few years past that, and there was something we talked about at my work one time. We were like, when do you think we actually grew up and realized we actually didn't know shit? And the consensus age was 25.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's when I didn't know shit. So,
and that's when I actually found out that's I guess scientifically that's when your brain finally fully develops.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why I'm kind of glad I didn't start smoking until after 25. So
we had one point, we had this one guy in our office, Airman Smith, and he starts talking about just something. It sounds so, he thinks he sounded so smart, and it just sounds so stupid to the rest of us, people in our 30s and everything. And one of the guys goes, what are you, 19? And he goes, yeah. And then we all went like, oh, that explains it.
Yep, that would explain it. Like, yep, you're just 19. Never mind. You don't know shittily. It's like, you don't know Jack. That's fine.
Well, it took me until I was 25 to finally realize, okay, I need to get the fuck out of this marriage.
Well,
and I was with the woman from the time I was 15. That shows you how intelligent I was back then.
Well, it also shows a bit of integrity, but
yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, I said back then, somebody was like, somebody asked me, he's like, you ever think you want to go back in time now and relive your teenage years with your knowledge and experience now? And I'd be like, oh hell no, I'd never be able to talk to these people.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'd have nothing in common with them. Like, I wouldn't be able to talk to my friends back then.
There's somebody new. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, I was going to say Tim's on his way.
Timmy!
I think this is a first for you. How's it going, Tim?
Not too bad. How do I sound? Do I sound like robot-y to you guys?
No, you sound fine.
5x5.
Yeah, sound perfectly fine.
Well, you guys sound kind of tinny to me. What the hell?
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like everybody does, so.
Ooh. I don't know. But all I can say is you're coming in clear. So
All right.
We used to say in the we used to say you're coming in Lima Charlie, which means loud and clear.
oh, okay.
That's what Lima Charlie meant.
Lima Charlie.
Sometimes a lot of times we did things in kind of shorthand.
Well, because sometimes you have to do it in things in shorthand because, well, you have to. Things have to get done. I don't have time to explain every little nuance thing. You either know it or you don't.
Well, if you were a radio operator and you didn't know what Lima Charlie was, it was like, okay, you got a problem.
It's like, what is this? Your first day? Yes. Oh, well.
No. That would be like, did you not learn this in Frock school? It's like we learned those things in Frock school. We had to learn them. Actually, that's how I learned the phonetic alphabet. It's like I can do I could do every one of my family's names in the phonetic alphabet. Like my first name is Juliet Echo Sierra Sierra. Last name is Romeo Echo Echo Delta.
Oh, I see. What was I going to ask you? What's the M?
Mike.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be confusing for me.
No, it wouldn't, because the whole point of them was to be able to give you a word with the first character being that for you to be able to understand it. Like Romeo R, Alpha A, Bravo B, Charlie C, Delta D, Echo.
Yeah.
It was our way of being able to spell things, because if you say R, like if I say JESS, you have no idea how many times somebody's like, Jeff? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Well, that's why whenever I start off my name, I always, because it has G and J for the first two letters. So I always go G as in George, J as in Joy, and then I spell the rest of it out, because everybody always assumes that there's no G and that sounds like a J.
Let's see. Charlie Alpha Papa Mike Kilo Golf. That would be yours.
Okay. Cool beans. I'll have to try and remember that. But yeah, my first name is Michael, so that's why I was like, M for Mike, that's not confusing at all.
Not if you're used to it.
Well,
LDG is Lima Delta Golf.
yeah. I mean, I'm used to it. Oh shit, they're coming in hard. I'm used to the different names. My theory, my rule of thumb is, as long as I know you're talking to me, I don't care what you call me. As long as I know you're talking to me, that's all that matters. So, City Range Attack, Jesus.
So one of the first classic literatures I ever read was the Iliad and the Odyssey. Absolutely loved them. I was a huge Greek mythology fan back in. I was on a big Greek mythology kick back in high school.
Mm.
I just found it so fascinating.
I think for me, when I was in high school, yeah, I don't know. I was a band nerd, so my kick was very limited.
No, nothing wrong with that. My wife was in Indianette in her school. Absolutely
Oh, okay.
loved. She loved her time doing that in Indiana. Me, I had no school spirit whatsoever.
My school spirit relied along the facts of, if I can play while sitting down, I will, because I don't want to stand up and do those damn pep rallies anymore. That's why I don't want to go. If I could change one thing about high school, it's like, look, for me, I'd be like, look, I know as much as you want to play, you can play in your own time. You can play after school. I'm telling you right now, your best bet's to go lift weights with the dudes. That's just the way it is right now. So that would be my advice to my former self. It's like, just go to the gym. Just do it now.
Yeah, I wish I had done that back then. My best shape was I was 170. I could run 1.5 miles in under 10 minutes.
Nice.
I was really in great shape. Unfortunately, now I'm 265, but I'm working on it now. I let myself. My last job, one of my last jobs in the military, really just kind of took so much of my energy and time. I didn't have time to do that stuff. In fact, I actually had one of my bucket lists done in California. I ran a marathon and completed it.
Nice, very cool. That's something I have yet to do.
It's a lot of training. I mean, it really is a lot of training. But
Wow.
I would get up. It's like I followed a plan, and my Saturdays would be like my longest run. So I'd be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 10, 12, 16 run, come back home. And then I still had the rest of the day I had to do stuff. But when I got to the marathon, it was I believe we were running from Sacramento to Folsom, and they would have at every mile marker they'd tell you what your pace was, and they told me my pace was like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh shit, am I going too fast? But I was like, I couldn't slow down. So everything was good for about the first 15 miles, and then I hit a plateau where I had to actually slow down and stretch a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 17, 18, 19 through 22 were rather difficult, but I pushed through. Once I got to the 24th mile, I was like, I got 2.2 miles to go. I was like, I got this shit. And then the last 1.2 miles, I got a freaking runner's high from hell, and I just bolted.
It's like, I'm doing this. I'm doing it.
And when I got to the finish, I finished it in, I think it was 5 hours and 6 seconds.
That's way better than what I could ever do.
My goal was just to finish it. I wasn't there to win money.
Damn. Well, there's that builder I was looking for. Yeah. Well, I don't plan on running any marathons anytime soon, but I definitely would like to get, shed some of the lbs off the midsection here. So I'm trying to do a few different things with the diet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now with Shakespeare. That's a bucket list thing of mine. But anyway, like I said, man, it's 9:50 here, 7:50 there. It's time for me to go take care of my parental responsibilities. But great seeing you, Tim. You guys all have a blessing. I'm going to catch you all on the flip side. You doing anything this evening, Captain?
Probably not. But next time I do anything in the evening, it'll probably be on a Thursday.
All right, cool beans, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later, MB. All right, and then there were 3. With only a few minutes left in my stream, because I do have to get on my regular stuff today, because I have a early meeting, and then therapy, and then all the other fun stuff.
Yeah. Therapy.
Yeah, really fun. Well,
therapy.
Well, it's therapy for the obsessive compulsive disorder. So it's been working, but every once in a while you have to go in for a little tune-up just to make sure everything is still square. So that's what
it was funny yesterday. You were streaming, and you were streaming for a while last night, and then I'm looking at other people streaming, and there was a time where you were eating and you were muted, and you just had your avatar up on the screen. You had more people watching you do nothing than Salty Trekker streaming, or even Gorilla, what's his name, Pop Culture Curator. Wow. I was like, dude, what the hell? Your avatar must be mesmerizing. I don't know.
It must be, because I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. I was just, I'm just here to eat some dinner and then get back to streaming. But I just don't want to stop the stream and then re-stream everything again, So that was my thinking. But yeah, I thought that was pretty strange. I'm like, am I going to hit over 10 viewers tonight? Because I was pretty close. But yeah, I guess Monday nights are a good night to do some late night streaming. So, like I said, Thursday will be another day to get this ball rolling. You need to go down there. I can't believe those damn barbarians. They fucked up my cities. I don't know if you saw it, LDG, but I couldn't defend one of my cities. And the barbarians came in and just annihilated it.
Oh, really?
They took the city out. It was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen barbarians do that before. So, just a fun fact for you, LDG. Next time you want to play, gotta remember to watch out for those barbarians, because apparently they're really not playing around. So now I've got to rebuild my cities. Where's my settlers? Repair work. All the repair work. You got that one up there. You take that one over there. Get a promotion. Sure, you can have some horses. I don't care about that. Wait, people continue playing when they think they're losing at the beginning of the game. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll keep playing even though... Oh, don't want to do that. I keep playing even though I might lose. That's okay. That's the fun of it. You might have a comeback.
Captain, what's your channel name? I don't think I have you on my subscription list yet.
Oh, it's just Captain MKG.
Okay.
Let's see here. Move that back. Attack position. Finally got a builder there.
Oh, there.
Settler will take too long, but a builder won't. I don't think. And we now enter the Renaissance. Damn, behind again. I keep getting so much behind. Oh, there's 3 bits left. 3, 6. Yeah, you can go over there. Get them help. Reform coinage.
Okay, so it's my StreamYard feed that's really screwing up right now.
Oh, it is.
I was just listening to you on YouTube, and you sound fine. My YouTube is just going like crazy. It's going great, but on StreamYards, everybody sounds like they're roboting out, and I don't know why. It's really weird.
Just refresh your StreamYard then.
No. Well, I suppose let's try it again. Yeah.
Let's see. Improve. No, I don't need culture. I need production. Okay. How's it sound now, Tim?
Gosh, it sounds the same.
Okay. I don't know. Because, yeah, like you said, coming in fine on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
So that's weird. But I'm not going to be
just
on.
Refresh StreamYard?
Yeah, I just refreshed it now.
I didn't see you pop out. You popped out and came back in?
Yeah, I popped out and came back in. You let me back in.
Oh.
No, I'm imagining it, LDG. So is MKG. He just imagined putting me back in.
You're going to imagine my foot in a second, okay?
Oh, let's see. Yeah. Just settle my city. Charlottetown. Super good. So you can actually get this city back. Hey, good morning, Captain Fandom Nerd. Hope you're doing well, boss. Haven't seen you in a while. So, but yeah, Tim, usually I'm up here around this hour during the weekdays, just, getting everybody started off started off right with their week and their mornings, listening to me.
Yeah, I usually know you're on because LBG says something.
Yeah, well, thanks to LDG, I may start streaming. Even though I may schedule it for this hour, I'll probably start streaming just a few minutes earlier. Just like, hey guys, I'm here earlier. Coffee got done sooner than expected, so now we're back. Shut up, computer. Shut your damn whore mouth, okay? I know you're tired. I don't care. You're a computer. You're a machine. You'll do my bidding. I'm only yelling at it. Yeah, I'm only yelling at it because
Like that guy in the smoke shop. Do my bidding.
Exactly. What else is there? Oh, there's a whole area over there that's not. Oh, I'll get to that. But yeah, because I'm just hearing the fans worrying. So I'm sure it's just like, oh no, I can't handle the stress of the game of Civilization 6. Oh no. I'm like, oh yes, you will. Let's see. Really? There's no spot now? Take that spot, I guess. Damn barbarian encampments. Purchase. Man at arms. Go. Need another settler. And campus, because lacking in science. Bastards are coming up on me now. Let's see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Whatever. All right, so we have just about a minute left here. LDG, anything you want to plug tonight or today besides the anything beyond the underground coming up?
No, just the underground for now. I gotta focus on keeping things going over here. A couple things on my plate. I might do a live stream later this afternoon if the winds feel hungry, and if not, freethenet.org/underground. Come join us.
Always a pleasure, LDG. Thank you much, man. Tim, anything you care to plug in here for the last minute?
Nah, dude, I don't plug shit, man.
Okay.
I'm a loiterer. I'm an internet loiterer.
Yeah, he kind
I
of
loiter on everyone else's
is.
streams.
Okay. Well, hey, I just like being fair. You know, just like giving everybody a
That's
shot.
fine.
So.
Once in a while, I might try to stream something, but I usually do it with LDG.
Oh, okay.
That way he gets the clout.
Good to know. Alrighty, guys.
That
Well,
the clout, or I think there's another word you're looking for, but anyway, I can't think of it right now. Thank you, Captain MKG.
thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and if I'm up early, LDG, I'll ping you and let you know.
Yeah, hit me up, man. And
So-
I was and if you get off early or your shrink lets you leave early, you know where to find me, man.
I'll be here. I'll let you know. All right, guys.
Buddy.
Thank you
Later,
guys for coming
guys.
up again. Later. And
All right,
everybody
guys.
else,
Be good.
thanks for being in the chat. I will
Mwah.
catch you all next time. This is Captain MKG signing off. Take care.